All right, what is going on, my dude? So we're back here today with Sersi. I have no clue if that's how you say that, but guess what? That's how we're saying it today. Sersi. 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 I think I got it right the first time. So this is the newest champion coming to MCOC today. The bundle thingies might be going live today. I don't know. The Black ISO market cap might be in the market. I don't know. I have no clue about these things. All I know is I'm allowed to talk about Sersi today. Okay, so Sersi has a lot of words in her abilities. Okay, a lot of words, and as I'm sure that you know, I hope you know, we pride ourselves on this channel of going over everything that you need to know, okay? So we're going to break this down today, and we're going to make it a little bit simpler to understand because she has a lot of words. She has some glancing. We know glancing, right? Glancing is annoying on defense. Well, guess what? It's going to be annoying for Sersi on defense too, so get over it, get used to it, okay? So, Sersi gets this glancing buff, and there are a lot of things that you can do with this buff on offense. You can... Stewie is like losing his mind right now. So there's a lot of things you could do with this buff on offense, but in my opinion, none of it is very practical, okay? You can cause the opponent's ability, their ability on hit, to have minus 100% of offensive ability accuracy. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be using Sersi's glancing to reduce offensive ability accuracy when you can use a champion who's just a better counter to that node. Like, for example, I don't even know. If a hit deals some sort of damage over time, right? It's a nice safety net that's good to have. But when you see, the glancing buff combined with her Sig ability, while Sersi's glancing buff is active, glance hits grant a regen buff, healing 50% of damage per transmutation over 3 seconds. If you combine that with a couple synergies and everything, it is possible to net positive regen, okay? I just don't really see the purpose of that, but that's me. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other videos released today going over how to do that. If you're interested, you can check those out. We're not going to be focusing on that today. We're going to be focusing on how I believe is going to be the most practical and optimal way to use, in my opinion, a very fun champion. So essentially, she has these transmutation buffs, right? All you gotta know is that she gets them when you end a combo with a medium, okay? She also gets one when you activate the glancing buff with the heavy attack, all right? If you happen to get hit and you put the glancing buff on, you're gonna get extra, okay? Don't get hit, don't try and do it, don't worry about that. Now, these transmutation buffs, they kind of give you a little bit of like an immunity here in a way, all right? If you have 3 of them, you reduce the duration of bleed, shocks, incinerates, and heal blocks by 90%. Now, that's not too bad at all, and it's actually very easy to get that at the very start of the fight. If you bring a synergy along, you do parry heavy, and then medium, there's your 90%. Right there, boom, done, like nothing, okay? So that's definitely pretty darn cool. Haven't messed around with that too much, but that's a nice bit of utility, okay? Now, her special attacks here, okay? These are kind of interesting. They kind of remind me of Tiger because they do different things, like depending on where you are in the field. Like Tiger, her stuff does the same things, but like when you're far away, you get the unblockable, right? So for special attacks, when you're far from the opponent, while at or above 1 transmutation buff, gain an unblockable buff for 2.75 seconds. You also gain plus 757 attack rating for each armor up on either champion for the duration of the special. It's going to be good for tech champions with armor up buffs, and there is a synergy that gives her an armor up that increases her attack a little bit, all right? So the special 1, you never really want to use the special 1 until you use the special 2, okay? And we'll go over that. So let's go, no. Let's just go for the special 2 first. We're going to break some of the rules today, okay? Special 2, when you're close to the opponent, gain a fury buff, increasing attack rating by 757 for 25 seconds, consume all of your transmutation buffs, and gain an additional fury buff for each transmutation buff consumed. Max 15 stacks. These get pretty potent, all right? Keep that in mind. If you're far from the opponent, regenerate 5% of the damage dealt. Not too bad, man. Pretty darn cool. We're going to be doing damage today. If you want some more utility showcases, like I said, I'm sure there will be more videos out there. We're focusing on a damage rotation today, a damage showcase, okay? but regenerating 5% of the damage dealt and consuming all your buffs for an additional 3% for each transmutation buff consumed is definitely not the worst regen in the game. Now the special 3, I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't even used once, okay? But what it does, it inflicts an incinerate debuff, dealing 1100 energy damage over 12 seconds, and you inflict additional ones for each transmutation buff consumed throughout the fight, okay? So that seems like it could be good for longer fights. I haven't really tested her much in longer fights, but you know, let's just say 1,000 times 25, you can get like a 25,000 incinerate, not too bad. I don't know, you're going to be better off just going for the special 2 Furies and doing one combo. It's going to be more damage than all the damage over time. That's just the truth of it, okay? So after you use the special 2, let's look at the special 1. When you're close to an opponent, gain a true damage buff, ignoring armor and resistances for 12 seconds. Consume a transmutation to extend it for 9 seconds. Not bad. Not bad if you really want that. It's, you know, not going to be the worst thing to have, depending on the type of fight that you're going up against, right? That's actually going to be good against certain tech champions, like maybe like a Red Skull or something, but yeah. My thing is, like, it's like these utilities that I'm talking about, it's just like there are better champions to use the utility on, and she actually does some cool stuff, so I'm focusing on the cool stuff today, okay? When you're far from the opponent, this is cool. Inflict a stun debuff for 2 seconds. Consume 1 transmutation buff to refresh all your special 2 Furies and true damage buffs, okay? So essentially, too long didn't read. Her rotation is you have to do some medium ending combos, okay, until you get to 5, okay? Then you want to go for a heavy attack to get the glancing buff. Then you want to build as many transmutations as you possibly can, the more the better, okay? Get just under 3 bars of power, throw the special 2, get more than 10 Furies, okay? Don't get greedy and go for 15, try to go for 15, because it's very unrealistic without a very specific synergy team that I'm going to be showing you in this video. However, Sersi on her own, you want to aim for like 11 to 13 Fury buffs. It is more than enough. And from there on out, you want to refresh all of your Fury buffs with the special 1. That's how I like to play her. That's how I'm going to show it to you. I'm also going to show you a completely cracked out team where she has 15 Furies up the entire time, and it's absolutely crazy. But with all that being said, let's jump into some gameplay now so you can see what I'm talking about in a more practical setting. Alright, so we're diving right in with just a 6-star rank 2 Sersi here. Now the greatest thing about this champion is most of her damage comes from Fury buffs. So whether you're using a 5-star or a 6-star, the Fury buffs are putting in a lot of work for you, okay? Alright, so like I said, medium ending combos, right? That could be 5-hit combos. It could be medium, light, medium, light, medium. It is so up to you. It could even be light, medium, medium, or light, medium if you want to be super duper fancy, okay? But once you get to 5, okay, this is what I like to do here, okay? I like to go for a heavy attack. Now, really quick, I have to say, really quick, I think I may have forgotten to say this, when you have a glancing buff active, your medium ending combos are going to give you 2 transmutations, which is the yellow buff, instead of 1, okay? The initial ramp up is very important for her, so you can get the maximum damage possible, all right? So at this point, I'm being a little aggressive, I'm going for my mediums, okay? And now I want to get off another medium, and boom, you see that? We go for the special 2, 12 transmutations, that means 12 Furies, and a glancing, that means 1 more, 13 Fury buffs. 13 out of 15 is not bad. Here's the thing. You're going to say, oh, well, I'll just go for another special 2 and I'll get 15. They're all going to fall off. Is it possible? Yeah, if you play like a madman. If you use her glancing and take a bunch of hits and like get power that way, you're going to get more power getting hit than when you're hitting. If you have the perfect AI, you can pull it off. It's just not worth it, okay? So when you're using Sersi without like a cracked synergy team, aim for 11 plus Fury buffs, and it's going to be more than enough damage for the rest of the fight. In any ordinary fight, this is going to be a ton of damage. Keep in mind, Winter Soldier has about 500,000 health, more than you're going to encounter anywhere else, okay? If you were in like Alliance War or Alliance Quest, this would be just about the end of the fight, okay? If that crits really hard for about 50k, all right? So keep that in mind. At this point, you're doing 14k medium attacks and 9k light attacks. This is what I'm saying. You do not need 15 Furies. Don't feel like you need it. At this point, this is when I like to start refreshing them with the special 1. Okay, you go unblockable here. then you get a stun debuff, and you can get a medium, medium, go right for a medium, light, 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 medium, unless there is some sort of limber, okay? At this point, you can activate the glancing buff again if you want to. However, I just feel like keeping the rhythm of the fight here going by refreshing the Fury buff. It's definitely possible to get off 2 special ones, so you can get that true damage buff if you want it. It could be nice to have. I never really felt the need for it, especially against Winter Soldier. Depending on the fight, you can do it, but just know that you have to do a special one and then refresh them all with another special one. And as you can see, it's definitely possible to do so if you want the buff, okay? I have noticed a little bug, by the way. If you dash in right away after that special one, very often you will whiff. So just be prepared for that if you're playing with her, okay? And just know it might happen. But as you can see, the damage is very nice. Very, 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 very nice. So I really do enjoy this champ a lot, okay? This is just a 6-star rank 2, no synergies with the Suicide Masteries. However, keep in mind those Furies is what's going to be putting in most of the work, whether you're running the Suicides or not. So I think I'd rather play her without the Suicide Mastery just because there's a lot of special spamming. But I do want to show you, man, I gotta show you an absolutely cracked out team for her. So let me get it set up. So check this out. This is so unbelievably cracked, okay, for what she can do. Sersi, Captain America, Nick Fury, and unfortunately, we have OG Captain Marvel, who's bad, okay? But the rest of them are great. So, right here, right away, this is just nice to have, okay? Start the fight with an indefinite armor up, increasing armor rating by 100. This is nice because it's going to increase your attack by 750. It's also going to let you start with a transmutation buff. That's really nice. It speeds up the ramp up. It also gives you more attack. From here, you build with Cap, okay? With OG Captain Marvel. Cosmic Champions increase their buff duration by 25%. It's not only that. If Nick is alive, all Fury buffs have 20% increased duration, including his own, not to mention the plus 10% attack he gives to Sersi because she's a hero, I think, okay? Now, on top of that, we're also going to throw in Odin for plus 15% potency on all of the Fury buffs, all right? So now let me get the fight set up for you, okay? And this is just like best team possible for Sersi. If you're a Sersi main, right, you have, honestly, Fury, Cap, and Odin are 3 really good champs. OG Captain Marvel is terrible, unfortunately. However, she does a lot for Sersi, man, okay? So, you know, same rotation here, essentially, except the only difference is we're going for 2 special 2s because our Fury buffs have plus 45% duration, and that's huge. It's almost plus 50%. This is almost like playing Crossbones with and without the MCOC synergy that increases Fury duration by 50%. Like, that's what it's doing here, okay? So at this point, pretty much same rotation, go for the glancing, okay? And at this point, check this out. We're gonna go for one more medium. Got 11 Furies, and as you can see, the length is longer. By the way, we could have also turned on those like Fury Masteries to make them longer too, if we wanted to go even crazier. But as you can see, you know, the aptitude from Odin is not doing too much for us right now. We were hitting about this with 11 Furies, right? But at this point, we're gonna go for another special 2 here, okay? 22k on that one. Man, when that crits, I'm telling you, it does so much, and there is even more burst damage at the end there, okay? Oof. 25k at the end of the heavy attack. Now at this point, we want to go for a special one when we're far away to refresh these Furies. And as you can see, even with this cracked out synergy team of increasing the Fury duration, we just about made it. And the damage, all right, it's a little bit better, man. It's like 13k compared to 17k for the rest of the Furies. But like, you know, it's just not possible to do. It's just not practical and not realistic to get the 15 Furies solo. It's like almost impossible. I did have another idea that I'll show you. I had 2 ideas, actually, and I'll show you both of them. The first one was just solo Sersi by herself. I was like, maybe if I take advantage of that glancing and I get hit a lot, maybe I can get to the special 2, get my 15 Furies, right? So this was my rotation. I was thinking, big crit, right? I wanted to show you that first of all, okay? Got 10 Furies here, right? I said I'm gonna build up to just under a special 2, okay? I'm gonna build up some transmutations, and then at this point, I wanna refresh them, and now I'm going to rush rush up to a special 2 like crazy, okay? So Winter Soldier going for a special 2. I said glancing buff. Glancing buff, okay? We're gonna get hit again. We're gonna get hit again. And now we're gonna go for the special 2. And now we have, okay, our 15 Furies. We are so close to a special 1 here. If he wasn't holding block, right? I just missed it by literally like a millisecond. Look at this. I just missed it right here. Actually, I got that. Oh, I'm filing a support ticket and I want this to be fixed because I got this. Right? No, but you see how unrealistic that is for like any real content, right? So that's why I'm saying don't be stingy going for the 15. 11, 12, 13 is more than enough, right? But I did have one more idea I want to show you on something. And again, this one also involves a little bit of the SIG ability, like, you know, tanking some hits, getting some regen, and also building some power that way, right? But we have the Guardian and Canadian synergy here. That gives us the 3 100% perfect blocks on the first blocks that we do. We're going to use that to our advantage here. And let's just skip to the part where I'm going throughout this thing without parrying, without blocking, right? We're going to move forward a little bit. We know how to build her up, right? We know the beginning part. We've seen it twice or 3 times already. Now at this point, okay? So watch, I'll show you what I'm doing here. Going for the heavy attack. And now I want to go for a parry, medium, medium, 8, medium, medium, 10, all right? We're going to go for medium, medium here, 11. We have 12 Furies. I have 2 perfect blocks left, enormous crit, all right? Let's see if I can use some of these abilities to my advantage and get back to a special 2, okay? We're doing a nice 9-hit combo to go for the 15 Furies, man, all right? Here comes, we're just getting hit. We're getting hit there, all right, to build some power. We're pushing Winter Soldier to a special 2, special 3, really. And now, oh, we got the 15 Furies. Obviously, you can see that in any real content, that is impractical. Even though it's a 3-person team, you're not going to go into Alliance War or Alliance Quest and play like an absolute madman, right? Getting hit. Because things can happen, man. You know, things can happen. And it's just not worth it, in my opinion, even for this little bit of a damage increase. I like her a lot, you know, just playing with the normal amount of Furies, and I think she's a really nice addition to the game. Another great addition to the Cosmic class, man. She just is so much fun to play for me, too. So I would definitely like to get a Sersi myself. I think she's awesome. And yeah, I think she's really cool, man. I don't know if she's going to be... Here, we can look at her there. I don't know if she's going to be the most impactful champion in the game, especially this year with, like, you know, there's Corvus, Odin, Null, another Cosmic Champion, right? And 3 of those are very impactful to the game in different ways. They do great, amazing things. Sersi's cool. I think she's going to have a really solid place on defense, but I do feel like she is going to be very fun to play on offense depending on where you play her, right? She'll be good for buff dump. She'll be good for... Maybe there's some more utility there, like really good, you know, stuff for like those debuff resistances, right? So who knows? We'll have to see. Plus, in the future, if you ever need an on-the-demand glancing on offense, well, she's going to be the best option for it because all you have to do is use a heavy attack. So yeah, that's it for this one little Sersi review, a little damage showcase. Like I said, I'm sure other people are going to be doing some more stuff with her regen and other utility. I just wanted to show you what I personally believe to be the best damage rotations and a few synergy teams to really crack her out if you want to have some fun. But that's it for this one. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big ol' like, comment what you think in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos just like this coming to you in the future. I'll be seeing you around.